Well, in what was a major announcement for the Gathering Oasis Church, they have named the rapper Mase as their brand new senior pastor. We're going to get into all the details of this and what led to it. Really quick, guys, before I go any further, it's come first of the month time, and you guys that are signed up for me over on Patreon, as you guys know, Patreon has this glitch. This happens every now and then. Always at the first of the month, but it does not, renew some of the credit cards. So we lost about 4 people heading into the new month here. So if you guys are supporters of me on Patreon, you might want to go back and check to make sure you actually were re-upped and that you were charged. If not, you'll have to go back in there again and re-sign up. This happens. Usually we haven't lost this many people. This is the highest number we've ever lost. Usually it's just like one person here or there, and I can let them know and they can go back on again and re-sign up. But this is the biggest amount that we've lost. So again, I'd encourage you guys to go over there, double check, and then just re-sign up. It's a glitch thing. It happens to everybody. There's not much we can do to get around it, unfortunately. Also, anybody new watching, if you would like to help support, you could do so as well for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative truth. That link in the description right now gets you access to all the bonus content. Soon could be all the content with the way things are going now on YouTube. I'm getting all kinds of warnings on my content. So who knows how much longer I'm going to be here. If you guys want to not only help support what I do, but also make sure you keep getting the content if something were to happen to me here, I recommend you sign up on Patreon. Please also like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and wear the glasses because I'm blind. So we're talking here, the Gathering Oasis Church in Atlanta, Georgia. The church's former pastor, Cornelius Lindsay, had recently resigned because of all kinds of allegations about financial abuse and spiritual abuse, and it just did not look good for him at all. This was the founder of the church, going all the way back to 2013. There was discussions, who's the new pastor going to be? And well, they made the announcement on Instagram this past Sunday that it would be former rapper Mase, Mason Betha, his real name. Now, anybody that was a fan of hip-hop music back in the 90s, Mase was a very popular rapper back then. He wasn't around very long. It was around 1999 that he actually announced his retirement, saying that he was going to be getting in the church ministry, and he actually went on to form the El Elyon International Ministries. He had locations in both Arizona and in Georgia. However, that did not last very long, as he then tried to make another return to music in 2009 and then kind of severed his ties with his own church ministry. Around the same time that the Gathering Oasis Church was starting things off, he had gotten a divorce from his wife. Seemed like he was kind of getting back into his old habits again. But it was the former pastor here, Cornelius Lindsay, calling upon Mase and saying that he felt that God was leading him to pick him for the new lead pastor to lead the church forward. And apparently Mase has a new vision for the church, which includes reaching this generation now that we're living in, especially with the younger people, reaching them to God. He says that all are welcome at the church, and he's excited for this new opportunity for himself. Now, giving his blessing on this was actually televangelist Creflo Dollar, who actually complimented Lindsay on the decision to bring Mase in as the new lead pastor, and actually made comparisons that, when Jesus had left the disciples, he said, look, I'm not leaving you, I'm leaving you the Holy Spirit here as a comforter. And he actually kind of made a comparison that Mase is this comforter now that has been left by God for the Gathering Oasis Church here. And so I don't know about all that. This all remains to be seen. You got to be careful with these fallen pastors, these celebrity pastors, whatever you want to call them. You know what? They're all man. They're not. They're nothing more than that. They've all fallen. They've all fallen short of the glory of God. And you have to wonder, is it the right move to put them back there in the pulpit, leading the entire church? And I'm not against necessarily them, maybe filling the need in another ministry in the church, but to kind of put them up there at the forefront as the lead pastor. I think we see this all too often where they kind of thrust these disgraced pastors, celebrity pastors, or whatever have you, and they just put them right back up there in the main spot again. That's a lot of pressure for them, and some of them just can't handle it. And so a lot of times you end up causing more damage and more harm to your church in the long run. Will that be the case with Pastor Mase? It remains to be seen. We'll see what happens with this. We've seen a lot of fallen leaders, though, over the course of the last year. We'll see where this goes. What do you guys think, though? You can let me know down below in the comment section. Maybe you attend the Gathering Oasis Church in Atlanta. You can let us know your thoughts on Mase as the new lead pastor. I'll put some more information on this in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.